Hello and welcome back to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Dani Vittori, and today we have on 3 guests from the Kakrona Center, Incorporated in Lynn. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
And I'll ask you real quick, I think you said, Erichson, you were going to be the one to cover this. First of all, introduce yourselves.
Oh, hi. My name is Erichson. I'm one of the board members of the Kakrona. This is Johnson.
Hi, I'm Johnson Mao, the Secretary of Kakrona Center, Inc.
Hi, and I'm Linda. I am. My name is Linda, and I'm part of the board member for Kakrona Center.
Oh, great. And can you give a brief overview of kind of the main goals of the center, the main focus?
Yeah, sure. Kakrona Center, our goal is to bring awareness to the community that we want to share our culture, our heritage, and to practice a lot of resources and guidance for the community. Our goal is to bring the community together and find ways to help them.
Great. And then I'll ask all of you, Linda, I'll start with you. What goes into your role, like you're a board member?
For me, specifically for me joining Kakrona with Johnson was because I bring a lot of resources. Like I like to self-educate myself because I like helping people. So I do try to bring a lot of resources to the community with Kakrona.
Great. And
I try to do everything that I can, whatever he's doing, whatever she's doing. If they need a hand with something, I can help out with them. I can also I help with the Facebook page, and I try to advertise for the events that's coming up.
Yeah, our social media guy.
He's really good with that.
Yeah, very great at that. Yeah, Secretary, the goal is to help out, like Erichson said, whatever we can. We all come from different backgrounds, so what we bring to the table is how we can help run an organization that can come together to find resources and guidance. So for myself, I'm also a marketing director for a Rainbow Adulting Healthcare, and I'm also a MC for weddings and events. So I feel that with my knowledge, I bring the hosting and the talking and the administration part for the center.
I have to ask, you were mentioning it before the show, but both you and you have on, you said, sort of traditional Cambodian clothing, if you wanted to mention that.
Yeah, so the Cambodian roots, it takes back in ancient days. We are very religious. We come from the Buddhist community. So when it comes to events and tradition, we like to dress up as kings and queens. So a lot of our outfits are shiny, a lot of jewelry, crowns. So we like to really stick out, if that makes sense. Very colorful. Each year represents another color for the Cambodian New Year's. So today I have on a traditional shirt. It's called Ao Pa, which means a tradition shirt. That's what it translates to. And we wear these on special events, as in weddings, Cambodian New Year's. We go to the temple, etc. So it's a really fancy shirt. It's like a tuxedo for the Cambodian community. And Erichson has on a scarf.
Yeah, this is the Khmer. So I think this is going to be aired on after the party, but we're hosting a Khmer party. And this is a Khmer. We wanted people to come to our fundraiser with their own Khmer and just represent the culture as we're fundraising.
Mm-hmm. And this is a modern shirt in Cambodia. They basically sew in the picture of Angkor Wat, which is a very sacred temple that's also on our Cambodian flag. The Angkor Wat represents us because it's still standing to this day. It was made back in ancient times. It's something with the particles and the formula of the stone that is still standing. So they actually put it together in one shirt, and it's really nice that he brought it out today. And just to add on with this scarf, back in Cambodia and Southeast Asia, the scarf is very important because it's a multi-tool for the community. You can use it to hold the infants, you can use it to wipe sweats, use it as a rope. We also have martial arts. Our martial artists use it as a weapon to either stop a threat or even grab a threat. So it's a multi-tool. And if you go to Southeast Asia in the countryside, you will see at least 90% of the community with their own Khmer. Different colors, different style, but this one here is more updated, really long and thick. This is a really great Khmer. So Erichson wanted to kind of share with the community today, and this is what we're going to be wearing Saturday along with other community members.
Listen, I love learning about it too, the traditional, the roots you have. And you'd mentioned, I think you said you've been in, not you specifically, but like the population has been in Lynn since about the 80s, and you're about 4%, you said?
Yes, Johnson did share that with us earlier, 4%.
Yep, 4% of the population in Lynn, and our community came here as refugees back in the 80s. I'm not sure the community knows, but we just want to do a quick brief to share how we came here. Back in the 70s, we dealt with a genocide back in Cambodia, where we had this gentleman, I don't even call him a gentleman, but he actually created a regime called the Khmer Rouge, where he killed millions of Cambodians because he didn't want any ties with westernized parts and westernized power. So a lot of our seniors, my mother, my grandmother, their parents had to go through a war where they had to survive. People were prisoners. And those who made it had to lie their way out, because if you were intelligent, if you showed any signs of power or smart or anything with glasses, they will kill you. So a lot of them had to lie their way out and find a way here to America. And luckily for us, in the 1980s, a lot of our seniors migrated here in the United States. The biggest Cambodian population right now in America is Long Beach, California. And the second biggest population would be Lowell, Massachusetts. And then third is us here in Lynn, Mass. So it's great to see how far we've come. I'm a Cambodian American. I was born here, but just to hear and see stories of what our people had to go through bring us a lot of ambition and compassion to help our seniors back. So I think that's what really got us younger generation involved, because we want to be able to help those who has been struggling and help them find a better life.
Definitely. And one of the big things you do that you have coming up is the Cambodian New Year celebration at the end of April. So it sounds like it's a huge event. Do you want to talk a little bit about like the planning behind it,
Oh, yeah,
how it
definitely.
works?
This is we started planning it at the Commons since 2011, and we wanted to do it at the Commons because before it was at the temple on Chestnut Street here in Lynn, but not everybody is Buddhism. They don't study that, or they could be Christians. So we want to have it in a nice middle location where anybody can come from different backgrounds and be comfortable at it. So this seems like to be, the Commons is like the center of the city, so it seems like a great place to have our festival there.
And you mentioned it before, and we even saw a few pictures where you have a parade. People can sign up to be vendors, sponsors, so people can really get involved if they.
Yeah, we're just as all festivals, where as festivals you want to have music, entertainment, and food. Our festivals are known for grilling, so right when you park your car, you get out of it, you can smell the grill from down the street. The music is blasting, and it's a good opportunity for folks to showcase their talent and their business. Some folks are not fortunate enough to have a restaurant, but they do want the public to try their cuisine, so they do get involved. We also have other cultures as well. We did have like Haitian Creole and Spanish folk who sell food as well. So it's a big community festival where we love to get everybody involved, from vendors to sponsors to entertainers. And the parade. The parade is important in our culture because before we start any big event, we want to be able to attract the guards to bless us. So the parade is leaving from the Lynn Temple all the way to the Commons. And then from that parade, you'll notice there'll be a big van or truck in front, and it'll be Apsara dancers. Apsara dancers are goddess. They dress up as goddess, and they bless the parade. So they're bringing peace and happiness all the way to the parade. So it's more of like a community involvement. We have city councilors, the community, different folk from different cities who wants to be a part of it. So when the parade arrives to the Common, they go around 3 times. The number 3 comes a lot in our culture, so they do 3 things in threes. So after 3 rounds of the parade, they'll park the car and they're going to bring the goddess to the festival, and that's when things will start.
That sounds amazing to witness. And I'll ask, you mentioned before that, what's the time frame for it, and then also your rain date as well, in case the weather decides not to cooperate.
The time for the parade, it starts at 9 a.m. So we are actually still looking for more people to be a part of the parade. So if anybody want to come down and be a part of the parade, you guys are welcome to come. You guys can email us at
Kakrona Center at gmail.com.
Yes, and we'll reach out to
you
you.
probably see that on the screen as well.
Yeah, and come down. We'll welcome you guys. And we'll start at 9 o'clock. We'll leave the temple at 9 o'clock. And we'll make our way to the Commons. The Commons starts at 10 a.m. So
Till 6 p.m. Yep.
It's free to the public, but bring money because the food is delicious.
Yeah. We're going to be selling food, plants, all types of items. We had a stand that was selling plants because some plants you cannot get out here. It gets flew in from like different states. So it's a real big festival where people can, it's like trading back in the days. You know, they would like to showcase what they have and to switch off whatever everybody else has. We have a live band, Iron Cricket Band. They're going to be playing music, traditional Cambodian music. And the performance is what actually brings a lot of folks over because our performance are traditional performance, such as operas. We have different acts of cultural dance. We have everything from like animal style dances to coconut style dances. So it's a really big cultural festival. For those who have never seen this type of performances, when they come, they'll probably be like, whoa, what is that? Why are they dressing like that? But again, this is going back to ancient times where they represent things as kings and queens and goddess. So we're going to be showcasing a lot of that at the festival.
also welcoming anybody. We're also welcoming more shows. Anybody who wants to perform
Yeah,
like
more
that, more modern
performers,
arts out there. Just come out, reach out to us. Again, email us, and then we'll try to put you guys in on the show.
Yeah.
And before that even as well, you also have the Cambodian flag raising at City Hall, which you've done before. There was a picture of it. But can you talk a little bit about the significance of doing so? Great.
Yeah, so I really love the fact that the city likes to get involved and to recognize our culture and our new year. We have an opportunity to have a flag raising. The flag raising is very important to our culture as well because that's showing that we are being recognized, and see the flag raising up gives us a lot of hope, a lot of pride, and it makes us feel great about being a Cambodian American. So the mayor's office and the City Hall welcome us. They have different type of speakers there. We invite monks to do chants. We invite pastors to read verses off the Bible, and we have performances from the dancers. So it's an event where we're welcoming this Cambodian New Year. So the flag raising is like a symbol of like the start off, or like, you know, the gun that goes off before, you know, the competition. So that's what the flag raising ceremony symbolizes for us.
Great. It all does sound amazing, and we're almost out of time, unfortunately, but is there anything that I didn't mention or that you didn't get to say that you wanted to include now?
I think we're all set.
Probably just to recap that we are looking for vendors. We're still looking for sponsors. We will love it for anybody who wants to be entertainers, performers to join the event. We welcome our arms to the community. We are here as Cambodian Americans. We love the culture. We love everyone in the city. So we just want to welcome you to join us to make this event the event for the Cambodian and Southeast Asian community. And if there's any questions or any concerns, please do not hesitate to reach us. Telling Dani earlier, we have never been reached out before, so this is great to actually feel to be here and understand where the voice of the community can go to. So that's what I like to share.
We're actually really looking forward to this event because the last time we had it was in 2019, right before the pandemic. So when the pandemic happened, we were planning it, and then
Bam.
the country shut down.
3 years.
So we haven't had it since 2019.
Yeah.
So we're really excited.
So
Hope
we
you
call
guys-
it the comeback, right?
The comeback,
yeah,
yes.
This is the comeback.
The comeback story.
Yeah.
Joe, it's lovely to hear about it. No, thank you again for coming on to talk about it. It's been great.
Thank you very
you.
much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
And once again, this has been the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Dani Vittori, and we'll see you next week with more guests.